The Poetry Center, bringing poetry to Paterson since 1980 at Passaic County Community College.
I'm going to call everyone back, and so we can get started. And I have, forgive me if I mispronounce your name, just fix me. I'm not always the best with that. Michael Loberfeld? You got it? Okay. All right. You ready to read your poem? Yes. Oh, great.
Okay, so I wrote this morning when thinking about my parents, so I guess it's sort of dedicated to my mother and father. My mother passed away, but my father's still living. It's a poem about being carried. I thought I would be carried forever. I thought I would be carried forever. That I'd always be in a lap, carried so lovingly, home so closely and nearly. I thought I would always be carried, like when I was carried to Friendly's and I'd have a choice of 4 ice cream sundaes on the children's menu. I get the one with the upside down cone in the middle of the ice cream, and the Reese's Pieces or M&Ms, and the chocolate syrup. And then, of course, my mom carried me home, like she always did, in our car. Or when we flew kites and came home from being with the outside sky, and we would always come home, carried as their creation. I thought I would always be carried. Now I wonder, grown and tall, how do I carry this world? What home will my lap be? How will we make all the difference? What shelter are we to the children? For we are carried in order to emerge, and our very warmth of spirit does hold. So what shelter are we to the children? Which lap are we to tomorrow? After being ever carried, we have emerged and can lift what's important to us. What we once carried will now carry the world on. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I liked the imagery of the ice cream and the idea of you being in your mom's arms. Adita Wajner is next. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Oh.
Hi. All that is. We borrow words, things, and people, our debt dependent on our wants and will to step out of ourselves to let others in. I borrow this language, free of childhood memories, weightless like cinders in our burning world. I borrow my dream house that someone else built for themselves, made love and messes in its rooms. I borrow the ground and the wound its foundation made inside the earth, where nameless bones are buried. O world, how deep in debt I am to you for lending me my children, their precious lives unfolding. I have so much to do.
Very beautiful, Adita. Next is Barbara Wharton.
I'm going to read a short story. very short. Are we home yet? The weeds are plucked, tugged, pulled, hoed out, and dumped in a bucket. There, I puff, I stand, I look left and right, put my hands on my hips. Everything looks better, at least everything I can control on the plot of suburbia my family of two calls home. I tweak a few rocks in the front near the curb where nothing grows. Too much sun in summer, too much road salt in winter. I wiggle and lift rocks until they fit tight, rock against rock. Whoa, damn. Weed sprouts have taken root in the dusting of dirt, millimeters deep, that has blown on top of the landscape cloth beneath the rocks. I bend over, head down, not kneeling. Not kneeling. It's impossible to balance my knee pad on the rocks and yank and toss wild onion and crabgrass and mini oaks, hatching from acorns dumped by squirrels into my bucket. I stand and check my work, pull off my garden gloves, nodding, smiling. Nice work, perfect for now. The rocks at the curb are both smooth and craggy, old. Some are geodes, treasures of quartz of many colors, gems, beautiful, once cracked free from their many shades of gray skins. Should I crack them? No, not even one. Even rough edges have their beauty, their purpose, and who am I to decide these rocks' fates? Nature brought them to our front yard before my husband and me. Happenstance landed us in this place. Flowers, bushes, and trees that we have bedded and that we have laid, and the weeds that crowd all these purposeful plantings bring me into this garden to tend to growing things. I look down, take a sideways glance behind me, flip around fast to again stare straight ahead at the perfectly painted, prettiest Cape Cod on the street, our home. I imagine myself a passerby walking down our street. If I passed in front of our house, looked through the front bay window, and saw a woman looking back at me, would I know she is my reflection? Would I see in her face, my doubts and questions, and pain and struggles, to stop looking back to what seems once upon a time, a long, long time ago, in Camelot? Thank you. I can't get my bookmark. Got it.
What a great ending. Thank you. Jeff Wharton.
Thank you. This is called I Have Questions. I have questions. Did you know from the beginning that there would be an end? That 9 months together would be all? Enough? Did you hold me? I carry parts of you and parts of him too. Was he there? Did he know? Which of my traits have I inherited from you? From him? Do I look like you? Like him? I have questions. Who wouldn't? Did you know where I would be going even before I had arrived? Did you make that choice, that decision? Did you know that your hometown would be my hometown? Did we pass on Main Street? Did I stand behind you in the line at the bakery? Did a mother's instinct tell you it was me? Like I said, I have questions.
Another great poem, wow. Lori Heiniger. Is that right? Okay, good enough.
Thank you so much for the poems and for your reading, and thanks for the opportunity. The first line of this poem is also the title. Is this loud enough? Yeah. Afterwards, I realized poetry does not write itself. Discipline of being seated, of listening. My ears, less accessible with age, build an igloo. There is a fire inside, but only for me. No, it's the glow of a screen that lulls us to sleep, plants small ideas that bloom in dreams, lights large ideas and makes them brush fires, or reduces them to a flea, blood-sucking, annoying, unpredictable even to themselves. We are a tribal species, a gathering species, a clan species, and cave-dwelling, hut-building around a central fire species, an outlined hand-on-the-wall species, a letter species, a numbered species, a talking species. We, listening to birds, invented language, took it as bedrock, language beyond the bray of mules, the warning growls of lions. A storytelling species, stories to fill the gaps of what we knew, what we know. Fight chooses the right side, language as scythe. In the gaps between rocks, in the space between cleaved cliffs, of layers between flat plates of shale, that is where to listen. Language of stones. I can't stop writing about the language of stones, of the spaces between stones, the gaps where truth lies, between atoms, between humans, between all things. Space filled with vibration, with spinning electrons, with marginal buzz, hum of what we must come to, where we arrive, not believe, not think. Place of work, of moving between hardness, and in that space, in the empty, dark, or light, must meet.
Thank you, Lori. I liked your homage to language. Let's see, we have Marcia Labal. Labal, thank you.
Okay. Saturdays at the Poetry Center never disappoint. Last weekend, I wrote a villanelle for the first time. So I thought, okay, I'll try it here. It's called, for now, it's very new, as you know, Not Sure. Although till death do us part, not one of our vows, I felt it. Now I'm not so sure. In this lifetime, so long. In eternity, not so long. Although till death do us part. Can I wait for the gong of death? Would I miss your eyes? Now I'm not so sure. Maybe only the eyes. Would you finally get it together? Although till death do us part. Fix the broken window, clean the garage. If I told you I was leaving, now I'm not so sure. That death was just too long to wait. Why have you forsaken me? Although till death do us part, now I'm not so sure.
Wow, again, thank you. Let's see. Jennifer? Thank you. Thibodeau, okay. Thank you first.
Hi, everyone. I wanted to read the poem I wrote this morning. Thank you so much for that, but because I'm blind, I can't, because I can't flip through paper. So I'm going to try to give you something funny. This is called My Dead Body. I am driving. My daughters are in back, securely pressed into car seats. They are 6 and 3, and already know death. 3 gerbils, tanks full of fish, Carlo and Mamushka, the cats, Abby, the polka dot horse, the new wing-slow swallow, whose head I pinched off, closing the barn door. My best friend, Cindy. They like to talk to the dead. So I'm not surprised when my 6-year-old says, "Mommy, I hear Carlo purring." "Good, Viola," I say. "Mom, when you die, can I have your body?" "Well, you can have my ashes. I want to be cremated." "What's that?" "It's when they burn your body." I see her horrified face in the rearview mirror and add, "Oh, you don't feel it. Your soul is up in the sky. So you can have my ashes in a pretty box." "No, I want your body. I don't want ashes." Suddenly, my 3-year-old shouts, "I want Mommy burned up." "No," Viola cries, "I don't. I want you in a box like Cindy." "No, burned," Juliet yells. "Okay, wait, look. We'll just chop my body in half, and you guys can both do whatever you want, okay?" "Well, I want your head, Mom," Viola says. "Okay, so Julie, you get the bottom half of Mommy. Is that all right?" I hear the wrinkled thumb pop from her mouth to ask, "Do I get your gina?" "Yes, of course." "Okay," she shrugs, "but I get your head and boobies, right, Mom?" "Yes, Viola," she is smiling. "I get to burn you up, Mommy?" Julie asks. She is smiling too. "Yes, Juliet. Can I do it now?" Oh, goodness, I love that. Kids are the best. Yeah. Oh, I've got 3 children. I know. Yeah. Let's see. Francis Lombardi. Okay.
Called Childhood Birthday Rituals. It was devastating to be blinded, spun around and made to walk forward with a donkey's tail hanging from a pin. You should have known where his ass was, but missed every time. The kids tittered as you placed it on his leg or back, and when your mother removed the hanky from around your head, it was like seeing the sun rise for the first time. Later, you and the other children circled around chairs to the tune of 3 blind mice, and when the music stopped, you were left standing. Is it any wonder that even now, you never celebrate your birthday?
Thank you. My birthday's a lot of pin the tail on a donkey, you know, and but we did it to Elvis Presley. My mom liked Elvis Presley. That was great. Bob Rosenbaum.
The poem is called Bigamy. We never discuss my first marriage to the girl next door, Phyllis. We were 5. We played with our privates. Her sister and my brother officiated over the ceremony in her left rack apartment, common law, Brooklyn. In the event of a breakup, I don't have her dolls, bottoms. She'd get my air rifle, a platoon of 2-inch green soldiers, some with legs missing, landmines, battlefield surgery. She'd keep my Duke Snyder glove. Everything annulled. We'd return to our apartments to finish kindergarten and whatever grade school had to offer. She'd take the pillow out from under her dress. We were pro-choice. There was no divorce.
This is great. I love all the humor. Dutch as our last poet. Dutch.
So, the Paterson Literary Review used to be called Footwork, and this reading series started at the Paterson Museum many years back. I don't remember what year, but
We're at the Paterson, we're right from here. Museum. At the museum here.
all right. So this is a poem that has a image metaphor in it that everybody knows, no matter what their age, because it also made it into American high school history books. So the poem is called Up and Around. Past the old locomotive at the Paterson Museum stands a chain link fence, up which a vine has grown, and upon reaching the top has crept along a strand of barbed wire, winding itself round and round in odd imitation. A winter garland as stark as its host. But come spring, like flower children during the Vietnam War, poking daisies down the barrels of National Guardsmen's rifles, it will push out a waxy, heart-shaped leaf, undeterred at each menacing barb.
Did I have anyone else? Linda, do you have something you can look up online? I think you would make Maria happy.
I can't grab the PLR.
Okay, all right. Got me. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Slow dancing. I am born. It is August. The war is over. Two strangers take me home from the hospital. I see light and shadow and hear sounds. I stand up in my crib. I am already sad. A feather from the future has touched my shoulder. I'm 4. I get a nosebleed that won't stop. A cab driver carries me out of the house and takes me to the hospital. My mother is 25 and beautiful. I go to school and sit on a bench in the basement. A janitor sends me back to class. Years pass. I get married. One by one, our parents die. I am married 40 years. I am dancing with my husband in the living room to Nat King Cole's The Very Thought of You. We're wearing old ratty robes. He's crying too. I'm where I want to be. Before I read, is there any other takers who want to go? Okay. This is called Napkins in Chinatown. I actually had this published in PLR, so I'm going to read this one. I wish I did funny. I want to end funny, but it's not. I don't think it's funny. But we'll have to remember all the funny poems when we leave. Napkins in Chinatown. To Papa, I know you've been dead now almost 21 years. I know you missed my wedding that February, missed my birthday that March. As Mom prayed you wouldn't die the day of, prayed that wouldn't be my lasting memory. You died just 4 days before leaving Mom's prayer unanswered, leaving a flood of moments I couldn't get back. I remember your second wife, Mildred, and her last conversation with me when we hoped to retrieve your items. She used the tone she often did with Mom, and you and your sister never came to visit him. And maybe it wasn't her fault or mine. Maybe it was Mom's rejection of your replacement for Gladys. When she left you, my only memory of her, the doll clothes sewn from the deathbed I was not allowed to visit. I want to remember the time after she died, before you were remarried. I want to remember the day you drove us to New York City and Chinatown when Mom emptied her plate on her lap and our laughing. Our relief when the napkin across her lap caught everything. I want to remember our Thursday night dinners together after my ballet class and creamed corn, Saturdays at the ground around, throwing peanut shells to the floor. I want to remember these things, not the photographs I found as I sifted through your belongings of camping trips with her family, the many trips to Florida without us, the sketches of Mildred in fantasy poses. Papa, wherever you are now, I hope you have forgiven the teenager who lost her way. Hope you found the son you lost. Hope there is a crackle in the astrosphere, a small fire that stirs me back home. I forgot for a moment I'm hosting. We should do a round of applause for all of us. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. All right, great work, Barbara. Thank you so much. And I'm hearing wonderful things about the workshop. It sounds like everyone was in love with you, so it was awesome to hear that. They all said you have to have her back, so I hope you will be back next year. All right, thank you very much, everyone.